principles that I want to convey to you, and I'm just going to give you a kind of headline overview of those right now. So the first is the importance of working in alignment to yourself. And maybe that sounds like a slightly odd concept when I say working in alignment with yourself, but many of us go through life feeling a degree of resistance that can show up as fear or frustration or procrastination or a lack of motivation or depleted energy. And that resistance is a sign that we aren't quite in line with our destined path or our felt path, if you want to look at it that way. And so one aspect is really going deep within and learning about yourself, learning what matters to you, what your priorities are, what your do not cross lines are, and then dealing with anything that falls outside of those lines so that you can bring yourself back into alignment. And if you're feeling frustrated or dissatisfied in any aspect of life, but in the context of this program professionally, it's a really good sign that you're not in alignment. That may mean that you need to make some adjustments to get into alignment in your current role or in your current organization, or it might be a sign that it's time to hop off the bus and join a culture, an organization where you can be in better alignment. The reason that's important is because when we get into alignment, our performance, our productivity, and our power skyrockets. And then the rewards follow. The acknowledgement, the recognition, the pay, the role, they all start falling into place once you get into alignment so that you can be at your best. So alignment is the first foundational principle. Aspects of alignment, I'm just referring to my notes here, are knowing thyself, as I mentioned, being able to be your whole self professionally, so not having to hide bits of yourself or present a version of things that isn't very true. It's the courage to confront things that push against your values or suggest that you should work out of your integrity or do things that don't feel appropriate or right to you. And it's about being able to influence things around you by becoming powerful so that you can have an effect on your environment and have it fall in greater alignment with you. That's only possible in certain types of role and organization, but it is possible. So first pillar, alignment. Second pillar, value. Once you are in that power, you will be valued more highly and you will feel your personal value more greatly. And those things combine with some strategies and skills to make sure that you are paid your worth. Sometimes it happens organically and naturally. Sometimes you have to go and create that outcome for yourself. Either by having an interesting conversation in your current organization or by taking your talent and value elsewhere. A really key thought for you here is that in order to be valued by others, you have to value yourself first. And as you start feeling more confident in that, others valuing you more highly will flow more easily. And I have lots of clients that have experienced what that feels like and the outcomes of that shift. So alignment, value. The third pillar is choice. This is about really getting to grips with the fact that you have a choice. You may feel that you don't have a choice, that you're stuck where you are, that you can't take on the risk of moving to another company, that your company is such or your boss is such that you will never be recognized. I want you to know that this stuff is a choice, and it's a choice that you make. Now, choices have consequences. To choose different might bring some risk, might bring some fear or exhilaration. But so many of us go through professional life forgetting that employment is a contract and it works both ways. And if that contract is not working for you, you have the ability to choose different, to opt out. And look, there are ways of doing that de-risk things so that you can do so effectively and with your reputation and your integrity intact and with good relations all round. But my invitation to you is to notice what is not working and realise that you have the power to change it. And sometimes that requires us to let go of some fear, to connect to our courage. And I am here to help you do that. So career power, it's about being in alignment, knowing our value so that others recognise our value and reward us with that value. And it's about exerting our power to